What is up, people? This is me, Specpool Football 24 here, back with another vid. Talking about the Philadelphia Eagles losing to the Seattle Seahawks. You know, it's crazy because I knew that coming in this week that the Philadelphia Eagles was most likely going to lose this game for a number of reasons. It would be, one, because their offense can't do shit, which proved exactly that. Carson Wentz could only do so fucking much with this offense. And you know what's crazy? A lot of fans know it. Some Cowboys fans, they know it. They straight up there blatantly went out and said that your wide receivers are terrible. Seahawks fans, even though they was winning, they know it. They say your wide receivers are terrible. Not only that, we saw exactly what happened when Darren Sproles and Ryan Matthews got hurt. Who do we have to rely on with the running game? No one. No one. Wendell Smallwood, he needs to get more carries, but at the same time, he proved to me that he's not a number one running back. He can't carry that workload. There's so many issues on the offensive side of the ball, it's not even funny. And you know what's crazy? Was that I remember a lot of people building up this hype for Jalen Mills, a 7th rounder. Remember talking about, oh, he didn't give up a touchdown versus this, and that. Guess what? He got burned twice in what could have been a touchdown were it not for Curse running out of bounds. Then what? I told y'all Eagles fans, lower your expectations on a 7th round cornerback. Lower your expectations on Jalen Mills. Because there's going to come a point where he's going to give up a touchdown and then y'all going to look real fucking salty. He's going to give up one at some point, and he nearly gave up one that game. Told y'all lower your expectations. And now, this is even more so of a problem. Our cornerback position is as much of a problem because I knew that those Seahawks wide receivers, they're good enough to get separation. Like proven in this game. Doug Baldwin did that a number of times. He did a number of times. I think Kurtz did a number of times. This shows you what our problems are on the defensive side of the ball. And apparently we better start looking at the defensive line too, because I don't know what the hell's been going on with Fletcher Cox, but that dude's been nowhere to be found. There's no excuse for him this time. No excuse. Bane Logan is back. Why are you not rushing the passer as well as you was last year? We need to take a major L on that one because we was the same guys that was coming out and saying Fletcher Cox was going to dominate in the 4-3 since that's his natural position. Apparently that's wrong. So, Fletcher Cox, I don't know where you at, but you need to show up. If it ain't this year, it better sure as hell be next year. We gave you a $100 million contract. Earn it. Zach Ertz actually earned his money today. So, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that. He actually earned his money today. Even though he still can't freaking break a tackle, he earned his money today. He definitely earned his money on that touchdown that was called back, which I'm about to get to right now. You know, it's crazy when we drafted Nelson Agholor, nobody knew who he was. Nobody. No Eagles fan knew who he was. So you want to know what was the first thing Eagles fans did? They looked up his highlights. And it's crazy how you must have been not worth a first rounder, not really that much worth of a first rounder if you're not, you're hardly known by Eagles fans at all. And the first thing that came to my mind is I don't trust USC players. Because then as soon as they get to the NFL, they always underperform. This has been proven correct so far. Marquise Lee, he has been underperforming. Nelson Agholor, don't even get me started with him. Keyshawn Johnson, he hasn't even performed. He was like above average or at least average. At the very least average. Because he wasn't that good either coming out. You knew he wasn't that good because then when the Jets came in, they had Wayne Corbett. He outperformed him, and he barely made it work with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Barely made it work with them to earn a championship. The best two players, I believe, my personal opinion, modern day, right now, the best two players that make it out of there, let alone three, but I would say best two, are Clay Matthews and Troy Polamalu. Those are the only two players coming out of USC that was absolutely worth getting. Other than that, nobody else. Because then once they get to the NFL, they underperform like crazy. Agholor is no exception. He's probably the worst wide receiver on the team if he isn't now. Let me explain how Nelson Agholor single-handedly cost the Eagles this game. He lined up. I don't know if it was right behind the line or whatever it was, but this is what I do know. The refs called it illegal formation. It was so bad that even the referees had to tell him, yo, line up at the line of scrimmage. Coach Peterson told you, line up at the line of scrimmage. Now the ref got to tell you, line up at the line of scrimmage? What the hell is going on here? Not only that, the motherfucker drops a wide open 30-yard pass that Richard Sherman, I knew Richard Sherman had to have known something. He had to have heard us. He had to have saw our comments. He had to have heard our comments, but basically saying, you know what, Richard Sherman doesn't even got to waste his energy. All you got to do is let Nelson Agholor by. Surely he'll drop the ball. Lo and behold, he did exactly that. Dropped a 30-yard wide open pass that deflated the entire Eagles offense, let alone deflated the team. That's why I knew that the team wasn't going to do good. I knew they was going to lose this game. If it isn't going to be the defense, if they don't get pressure on Russell Wilson, which they did not that whole game, we're going to lose. Did exactly that. Not only that, more drops occurred. And the only touchdowns we got were really one Zach Ertz touchdown that was 7-0, and then after that, garbage time touchdowns. So, you know, what else can I say? I mean, every Eagle YouTuber video that's being made right now that's basically saying cut Nelson Agholor. Yes, even EDP. I'm not going to blame him. Because I want him gone too. I want him out by tomorrow. Gone. I'm telling you, even Tom Brady will not make you look good. That's how bad Nelson Agholor is. And Seahawks fans, when I saw that Reddit, they thought we was over exaggerating. No. We're not over exaggerating. We're not at all. When we say this guy's a bum, he's a bum. This is how bad Nelson Agholor is that USC wide receiver, the USC fans themselves, they even went out there and they said he's not even worth a first rounder. We reached for Nelson Agholor. He's worth at best a third rounder. I bet you this much, he was a third round today, you already know. He'd be gone by preseason time. I hope to God that when this is over, he's gone. I really do. When this season's over, Nelson Agholor's done. I don't care. Take the fucking cap hit. At this point, take the cap hit. Because you're not going to find... I'm not going to say you're not going to find a wide receiver like him. I'm just saying like this. There's no way in hell Paul Turner is this much worse than Nelson Agholor. Now I definitely want to hear people that said no, Paul Turner doesn't need to come to a 53-man roster. Yes, the fuck he does. He needs to come up to the 53-man roster right now. There's no way in hell he could be this bad. No way. No way. If the only thing we can ask him to do is catch the ball for the first down, I bet you he'll do it. I don't care if he runs a 4.6 and he's 5'10". There's no way he's dropping the balls that Nelson Agholor's dropping, especially wide open. There's no way he's dropping it. And if he does end up dropping it, it's probably because it'd be too high. Because Nelson, I'll admit, Carson Wentz, he definitely had a bad game, especially that interception that I did not see because I turned the game right after that. I turned the game off. Threw it straight in the double coverage. Bryce Treggs couldn't do anything. What the hell do you expect him to do versus Cam Chancellor? Not even Cam Chancellor. I think that was Earl Thomas versus Richard Sherman. What the hell was you expecting him to do? He can't win a jump ball. You can't do that. So, if anything, if you want to see it from me, Nelson Agholor, he needs to leave. He needs to leave. One other thing, this Eagles team shows absolutely no heart at all. As soon as Nelson Agholor, as soon as he fucked up, it was deflating, period. That probably killed all confidence that this Eagles team had coming into this game. That's what Nelson Agholor is. If you want someone that's going to kill confidence for another team, if you're an opposing team, just ask Carson Wentz to throw the Nelson Agholor. I bet you he'll do it. And boom, there you go. The game's over. You'll win. These are the exact kind of mistakes that cost us against the Cowboys, that cost us against the Giants when we clearly could have beaten them. And this we could have really gave the Seahawks a run for their money. But what happens? Drop balls, getting burned getting burned by other wide receivers. In this case, Jalen Mills, Nolan Carroll. Inconsistency when it goes to being on the road is, guess what? There's one thing that is not inconsistent is these drop balls, and it's Nelson Agholor playing like the bum he is of a first rounder. Y'all, it's crazy because we gave Marcus Smith so much hell, but this the thing. At least Marcus Smith, at least he fucking tries every play. At least he tries. At least he give it his all. There's no way in hell. No way in hell that Nelson Agholor. There's no way that Nelson Agholor can't be replaced there right now. There's no way. There's no way Nelson Agholor does not deserve to be replaced. He deserves to be gone. ASAP. And then when Carson Wentz went up there and said he hasn't lost all hope in Nelson Agholor, I believe he said that just so he didn't want to talk trash about him, because you know damn well deep down Carson Wentz was like, yo, we need to get rid of this dude. He's not helping me. We know that for a fact. That's why I said I call bullshit. And like, we know damn well by the look in your face that you want him gone. And I hope very, very soon that happens. Real quick, I hope that happens. The motherfucker needs to go. He needs to go. So, yeah. I'll catch you guys later. I'm just so pissed off about this. I'm more pissed off at Nelson Agholor than I am more pissed off about the Eagles, because this is the thing. I expected the Eagles to lose. But holy shit, Nelson Agholor is further confirming how bad USC players are when they come to the NFL. I mean, I can understand if you're a USC fan and you don't want to hear this, but at the end of the day, this is straight facts right now. This dude is fucking trash, and he's not making y'all look good from a college standpoint. Him, Marquise Lee's not making y'all look good. The only one that's making y'all look good is what, Sheldon Richardson? I don't know how he's doing right now because I'm not watching the Jets. But what I do know is that motherfucker, he needs to leave. Take the fucking cap hit. Put in Paul Turner. There's no way that he could be this bad. Put in Paul Turner. And you know what? I will be making a mock draft tomorrow on who I think the Eagles should be going after at wide receiver, doing a 1A and 1B situation. I'm going to make it real fast. So for that, I'll catch you guys later. Peace. In fact, it may be later tonight. So like I said, catch y'all later. Peace.